Okay, so we're gonna start with Juan Pereira. Juan says, "Hey, I'm a junior character artist from Uruguay, living in Valencia, Spain. I'm trying to enter the industry. I push myself in every project, so I will want some feedback for the next one. My focus is realism, but I'm open for everything." Let me just open my other Chrome stuff. Awesome. Juan Pereira, nice, from Valencia, Spain. Let's take a look. Awesome. Okay, so the first thing that I noticed is that you mentioned on your portfolio that you're a character artist, but I only see 3 characters, maybe 4 if we counted this one right here. 2 of them are from Invicta, 3 of them are Scene of Murder, and then we got this one right here. Let's take a look quickly on these elements right here. Okay. Environment work, final academic project, nice. Okay. I mean, this definitely has like indie vibes, right? Like we can see the choices or some of the choices that you made. It looks cool, but one of the things that you want to make sure you include on this one, and I'm hoping that you have them right here, is some breakdowns of the assets, okay, my friend? It's very cool that this has been published and has reviews even, so people are either downloading it or buying it. That's really cool. But one of the things, especially for portfolio, that you want to include are breakdowns of the assets that you worked on. So if you did the stones, if you did the floors, if you did the crates or whatever, make sure to include some of the elements there, because otherwise it's very difficult to know. Right now it just looks like I'm pretty sure you're including here what you did, but unless we really know the assets that you work on, again, it's a little bit complicated. Okay, it looks cool, and again, for a sort of like a junior artist that just graduated, the quality is really good. But we do need to see the breakdowns of your specific assets to judge your specific art skill. We got the character here. Oh, the main character of the final game. I'm guessing you did the character then. I'm not sure if you did the whole environment or some pieces of the environment, but the whole character looks cool here. Oh, I like this sort of like upgrade, going from like a simple armor to a little bit more. Okay, interesting. Animation is definitely a little bit, chunky, blocky, but I like the art style, to be honest. I really like the art style. You nailed the concept art, like you definitely nailed it. There's a couple of angles and things that could be like matched a little bit better. For instance, this detail right here. And this is the kind of thing, guys, whenever you show your work with the hype or with the concept art, you really want to be as precise as possible, because you're pretty much giving anyone the opportunity to compare, right? So for instance, what do I see here that you missed? And I'm not sure if this was a decision later down the line that they told you to change, but you're missing these wrist things, this glowy wrist things that I think are important to sort of like keep the whole concept in the same art style. And you're missing this little pointy bits here on the element. Also the what's the word? The skirt changed in design. You went for this sort of like big cut right here instead of this small cut right here. Again, this could have been things that changed during the process, and I understand. Just keep in mind that when you show the high poly or the low poly along with the concept art, people will try to find the differences. It's kind of like those books when we were kids, where they will try to find like what pieces are missing, right? So yeah, I feel like those glowy bits are definitely missing, and those work very nice on the final character. Oh, you have them on the final character. Okay. Yeah, that's a good one, man. And the fact that, again, that this is a released game, right? Even though you're not selling it or it's not being sold as a product, but the fact that it's a complete sort of like demo or game, that's really good. In terms of density, it's okay. A little bit denser in some areas that we might need. Like we could probably optimize a little bit more, but nothing to worry about. Okay, guns. We've seen guns before. This is fine. Good optimization. Good render. Really good textures. I really like the sort of like nice realistic textures. This. Okay, this is another one that I often criticize when we're doing this kind of like renders. If the render is very dark, it's very difficult to see what's going on, right? So again, I understand that you're showing the full render, and that's fine. Like, I'm not saying take this away. Just keep in mind that if the art direction is very dark in terms of light, it can be a little bit difficult to appreciate all your hard work. But I like the fact that you included the character as well. This looks very nice, man. Very nice skin texture on the face. Not sure if you're using hair cards or X-Gen. Kind of looks like hair cards, I think. Good. One question I have is, does the character open the mouth, or is the mouth closed? It kind of looks like the mouth is closed, and I would really encourage you to do the character with an open mouth so that you can like talk and do things like that. But this is really, really, really good. Good topology, great presentation. Someone was asking about how to present a character. This is how you present a character, guys. You start with a couple of like beauty renders, beauty shots of the character, you know, all the materials, all the stuff, and then you jump onto some wireframes, you jump onto some clay renders, you show all of the different props of the character. This is the proper way to present a character. Excellent breakdown here with the textures. I can see that you're utilizing the UV space very, very nicely. Like you're not really wasting any space on the character. Yeah, this looks really, really nice. I do think, and again, this is quite normal for portfolio work. Normally, you do use quite a bit of resolution to get like really nice textures. You're not gonna be able to do this in most games. Like for instance, here you're using like several 4K maps for the whole thing, and of course that gives us an excellent resolution. No problem in doing that in portfolio. Just guys, keep in mind that this is not something that you do all the time in production, because there might be some performance constraints that we need to take into account. Now I can see here that you did model the inside of the mouth, and I can see it because on the UV maps you included the UV maps for the teeth and the tongue and all that stuff, so that's great. Yeah, man, like this is so good, man. This is really, really freaking good. The top-notch like character, marbles designer, a little bit of everything. Oh, this is where things get complicated, man. And this would be just me, my nitpicking thing. When you show the concept art, if we're missing something, so in this case we're missing the coat, people will question you. Will say, hey, where's the coat? Right? Because on the concept art we have a coat, so we would expect to see the exact same coat on the character. Again, I'm not sure if this was an artistic decision or if this was something that you didn't want to tackle, right? Maybe time constraints or something. But just keep in mind that if you have a concept piece and the final character does not have that part of the character or that like specific element, people will question why it doesn't, okay? I don't mind it because it's a great piece, to be honest, but there might be some people that might question that specific decision. It's great that you also did the gun, and themes for just a sec. There we go. It's great that you did the gun on the other element. I would include the gun on this one as well, to be honest, because on the concept it's there, so it might not be a bad idea to have it. If you can do a little bit of like facial animation to showcase the proper topology, that would be another like great way to explain or to show that this is properly working, okay? So, and this one right here, I actually saw this, I think you shared this on the 3D workshop. This one looks really, really nice as well. This is a little bit more hand-painted. You did this everything in substance, which is pretty cool. And yeah, this cute little goblin, or not cute, right? But this very nice goblin. The only thing that we're missing on this one is a wireframe, I think. This will be the only little thing that we might be missing on this one, because everything else looks very, very nice. Yeah, really, really cool. Maybe the wireframe and the UVs. So in my experience, Juan, or in my my professional advice, your portfolio is really, really strong. Like you have everything that you might need to get into the industry, because as a junior artist, maybe even as a normal artist, because you do have some really, really high level, especially with this character right here. But one of the things that we need is one more. I would say just one more character to really sort of like build this whole portfolio. And I would probably recommend doing a female character if possible, because I know we have this female character, but we're not showing hair, we're not showing facial features, and female characters can be a little bit tricky as well because of the type of approach that you need to have, okay? But other than that, yeah, this is pretty cool. Pretty cool, man. Go to the next one. No, not secret information. That's from my university, so students sending me messages. Well, not my university, but the university I worked at.